Hi everybody, Mike Hickson here, co-founder of SpendSuccessfully.com. Natalie and I are sitting down in a coffee shop right now planning out a trip that we're going to be going on. This trip is just a little bit different than the last trip that we went on when we had the trouble with the credit card. We're just doing a little bit of planning before we go on the trip. You can see right here on our notebook, we're planning before we go. One of the things that we're doing is writing out all of the trip costs that we have, all of the lodging that we have, and the food and activities. And then once we have those things planned out, we've gone online and figured out some of the costs for the different things, and we divided up what are the things that we need cash for those activities, and then what things are we going to plan to put on the credit card, like airline tickets and the lodging and things like that. So we're sitting down in advance and talking about what we're doing and how we're going to do it. So I'm going to turn this over to Natalie. She's going to tell you a little bit about what we decided to do.
Hi everyone! So we're planning on doing a little sightseeing, and I don't think we told you where we're going yet. We're going to New York City! Yay! We live in Montana, so it's pretty far distance for us to go over to New York. And what we're doing is we have a business meeting over there, so we're joining business and pleasure at the same time. And one of the good reasons to do that is there's some things you can do to write off your trip. So that's really good. And what we did tonight was basically sit down, we wrote down every day that we're going to be there, and we wrote down about where and what we're going to do to eat and activity-wise, and we figured out online how much it cost. So we have a good ballpark figure about how much money we need to take. Typically what happens is we go on vacation, we don't plan what we're going to do, and then we get home and the next month we get a credit card bill that blows us out of the water. We're just like, oh my goodness, we had no idea it was going to cost that much, or we spent that much. So this time we're being proactive about it and knowing exactly how much we're going to need to take, so we're not surprised in the end. So we're going to take you with us when we go. We'll do a few short videos and pictures, so you want to be sure that you're following us here on Facebook. Thanks, you guys. Have a good night.
One of the big things that used to happen to us when we went on vacations or trips was that since we didn't plan ahead and we put it all on the credit card, as we were going through the trip and doing the different various activities with the family, one of the only things that I could think about is how much is this going to cost and how am I going to pay for this when we get home, and I was always stressing about the money. But when we can plan for it in advance and we're not putting it all on the credit card in the hopes that we can pay for it hopefully when we get home, it's a lot less stressful and it feels a lot more fun. Natalie always gives me a hard time for when we're doing activities. Do I only see the dollar signs in my eyes, or am I actually having a good time with the family? So I'm excited about this trip. It's going to be a lot different than when we've gone before.